All right, so in Python we have lists, and a list would be something like, and let's just make a function, call it list1, and so lists start off with square brackets, and we can make lists equal to anything we want. I'm just going to make it equal to numbers for now. You know what, let's just add in a string as well. So here we have a string, and now when I can return list1, I get the string back as well as the numbers. We can similarly we can do list indexing as well. So let's just say list0, list1 0, we get back, or 0th index, we can do list1 1. Let's just do list1 2. That's going to give us 3 back, because this 1 is 1, 3 is going to be index 2. So 0 is index 0, 1 is index 1, 3 is index 2, and string is index 3. Now I want index 2, which is 3, and I'm just going to get back 3. We can do slicing as well. So similarly, like I had explained before, let's just say make another list and make it equal to list1, start off from index 0, would go all the way to index 1, 2 doesn't get included, so from 0 to 1, and we get back, we should get back a new list with 0 and 1. That's what we have, or what we got. We can do a shallow copy as well. So list1, list2 gets assigned with list1 copy, I believe, and if we type in list2, we get a copy of the string. We can do list concatenation as well, same as we had with strings. So let's just say we have list3 and we make it equal to list2 plus list1. It should give us a string one after the other, so we're going to get a huge string, so for index 0 we have 0, but for index 3 we have string, then for index 4 we're going to have 0 again, for index 5 we'll have 1, and so on. So now when we type in list 3, we're going to get a huge string, and so both the string got added, I mean both the lists got added, sorry about that. Strings are mutable, which means that you can change stuff, unlike lists are mutable, which means you can change stuff, unlike strings, which we had discussed earlier. So let's just say list list3, and let's just say the first one, I want to change it, so, and I want to make it equal to a string, make it equal to string. Now when I return list3, we're going to get back, in our index 0 we got string back. We can use append function, so what that means is that the list gets, we can add stuff into the list, so s3 dot append, and we can add in 0 inside there. Let's just add in the number 7. Now when we run string 3, 7 is going to get added as well. We can do assignment to slices. I already explained that. Or did I? I didn't. Okay, so we can just slice strings. We can do assignment to slices. So we can have this 3, we can slice it up, start off with 2 and go all the way to 3, because 4 doesn't get included. So 0, 1, 2, at 2 we have 3, and at 3 we have strings, so a new list which includes 3 and string would be made. Now when I run string 4, list 4, a new list got made. We can use the length function with lists as well, so length of list 4, we get 2 because that's the length. Okay, that's pretty much it for lists. We have a loop here and some assignment stuff here. So what this means is that we're assigning A with 0, and if we have commas here, that's going to mean that B gets assigned with 1. So A gets assigned with 0, we put in a comma, and B then got assigned with 1. We could do C as well, so we can put in a comma and assign C with, say, 4. We have a function, and what that's doing is that it's printing A, and then we already know what A is, so A was 0, so at the first try it's going to print A, which is 0. So starting off, the function comes here, A has already been assigned with 0. It checks is A less than 0, is A less than 10, and it is, so it's going to print A, which is 0, and then the function goes on and A gets assigned with B. We know B was 1, and B gets assigned with A plus B, which is 1 plus 0, so it becomes 1 as well. And the function runs again and keeps on going until it runs out, which would mean that A is equal to 10 or it's greater than 10, and then we get out of the loop. But if it doesn't, that would mean that the function is an infinite loop and keeps on going, and we would get an error. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I would be explaining this more in detail, but I just wanted you guys to get a basic understanding of loops for now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just post it in the comments below, and thank you for watching.